it's Chantale from my Page Café. How are you? Well, as you know, if you were following along, the wonderful Tracie Fox decided to make some extra tags for the Christmas holidays for people that may not be able to visit with family or are alone or just want to create. So this is for day 26, so for Boxing Day. I have already cut the pieces. This is what she has provided in the kit, I believe, or I'm not sure if, but this is the one for December 26. Yeah, yes. I did too many today. Okay, so what I've done so far is I've inked the edges, and what I've decided to do is I really like this little dragon and I really like the fox, so I decided I'm going to use both of them. So first things first, I want to stitch around here, and I put in some green, some kind of like mossy green for around the tag. But I want to do a kind of little collage there. So I've got some tickets here. So I got this ticket, but I don't want to like necessarily cover this tree. So I'm going to put it about here. I will probably trim the tops. I'm not sure yet. And then I kind of like these snowflakes. These are just scrappy bits I've got around. So use what you have. You don't have to put a topper if you don't want to. And I think I want a like kind of a triangle. So what I do is I find the middle, which is about here, right? So I got about that side, and then I'm going to bring it like so. I'm going to do the other side and meet at the point. There we go. So we've got ourselves a little, is it like a little flag? I'm not sure. I'm going to ink up. I'm not sure if I'm going to trim this yet, so I'm going to leave it for now. I don't mind the white at the top of that one. Kind of rustic, or kind of like snow. So I'm going to put this one here, I'm thinking. And then I've got this little ticket that has green and red, and I've used them in other ones, but I've got a bunch of them that I picked up a while back, and I'm really trying to use what I've got. So I'm going to, I think, put him there, and then I've got this kind of German tape, I believe that's what it's called. And I think what I'm going to do with this guy though before is use my trusty snowflake and just add snowflake there. I might use some white gel pen on it after, but I'm not sure yet. So we're gonna just go like that. And then I kind of want the numbers, because something fun about numbers, and I'm just going to glue it like that, I'm thinking. So it's just gonna give it some what would you call it? Some texture and a topper for my tag at the same time. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do up here like that. But before I glue it down, I think I'm going to like put some snowflakes in the back, kind of as part of the background. And I might use, like I was saying, my gel pen to add a little bit more texture to it. But this is kind of what I want it to sort of look like. So I'm going to, I think, kind of like that. And so I'm going to pull that one off. I do like kind of the grungy look of it. I'm just contemplating if I want a staple in there. Maybe we'll put an X, because why not? So, whoops, I didn't catch the other one. That's okay. So I'm just putting a little X there, just for texture. And then I'm going to stick this one kind of like that. So just to kind of hold it there for now, we're gonna put a little bit of glue on. I want to stitch before stitch around this tag before I attach this kind of topper. So it's gonna kind of go like this is what I'm thinking, which is fun, I think. Now it looks like I'm going to be gluing all these little pieces. I'm just contemplating if I want to stitch on top. I think I'm going to glue it down after a stitch. So I'm going to, sorry, there's like fluff or something on top of this. I'm going to add the little snowflakes. Clean off my edges just to add some texture. Just the little spot on there. Well, that's okay. And then we're going to go like that. And then like that. Okay, so now I'm going to stitch around with my, I've got some kind of moss thread, and I will also make a hinge on this side, which I will put in between the little dragon and the little fox like that, so we can hinge it. But first I'm going to do this. Oh, maybe not. Wait, I'm going to do the hinging first. I'm just thinking out loud here. So I'm just going to put this, I want it kind of higher, a little higher, I think. I want the little dragon on top just for something different. And I want it, it's going to kind of sit sort of like that. So I'm going to put this guy a little lower. And now I'm going to stitch. I'm going to put a little bit of glue just to kind of hold it from moving. Like that. I got little fuzzies everywhere. So just like that. And now I'm going to stitch around in that mossy kind of green. I'll put you guys over there. I don't know, it's got fuzzies everywhere. This I might use over here as well. I've got a couple little pieces that I might use. So first I'm going to stitch. I'll move my sewing machine a little closer. Sorry, I got stuff everywhere. Over here, let's see if I've got you. Sort of, not really. I'm trying not to pull everything out. Okay, so you can kind of see right there. So I'm going to stitch it in, it's like a mossy green sort of color. Reach my petal. So I'm going to start where this possibly, I think, where this fabric is. I mean, you don't have to. You can start at the top too. Now I haven't changed the bobbin color underneath, so it will be red on the back, but it doesn't matter. It's minor. So I know I'm going to be covering the top, so I'm not doing much of, not much for the design at the top, just very simple. And then this one, I'm going to do a little bit of zigzag because I like that effect. And then we're going to go back to straight stitch. The sun literally just popped out to say hello. So it's very bright. I don't think it's hitting my paper yet, so. And then we're gonna do this side, and I want a little zigzag at the bottom, I'm thinking. And then back to straight stitch. Right on the edge, kind of. And then we're gonna finish that one off. Okay, so now we're finished this first part. So I think I want to see how it's like it almost looks like gray, but it's like a mossy kind of color. See how you got the red still? The red's on the outside, so it's okay. So we're gonna just clean the top a bit. I'm not too concerned about the thread here because I'm going to be covering, and of course my scissors are not working with me. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to put this little topper up here like so. Kind of want it like that. Now my for whatever reason, my little staple kind of didn't finish the folding part, so I'm just gonna squish it down a bit so it's not ridiculously popping out like it is for whatever reason. And of course it's gonna slip all over. Okay, here you go. So now what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of glue on these pieces so they don't like move all over the place, because it is paper on paper, so my glue stick should, and this is not straight at all, so we're gonna move it so it is straighter. And then we're gonna put, now for gluing it on my tag itself, like up here, I'm going to use glue on the, I like that red Fabri-Tac glue at the top so it holds pretty good. So I'm trying to remember now where it is, where I want it. Now I'm not sure, I might trim some of these, probably this guy a little bit. It seems a tad bit long. I'm trying not to cover too much of this Christmas tree or spruce. So I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I'm gonna put a little bit on this corner here. And getting ready for the new year to come, which is pretty exciting. It seems like it's always pretty exciting. I don't know if you guys have started making new goals for the new year yet, but you know, a couple years ago I decided to stop doing that and just go with the flow and do my best, and you know, try to be the best person that I can be. So there we go, there's my topper for this guy. Now these two, I want this little guy on top, so it'll fold like that. So I want him this way, so we're gonna go and kind of like put some glue on the edge of that, and then we'll stitch it. So I think I'm gonna change my thread to like a dark navy color. I think it's navy, like a dark blue jean or whatever. So this is kind of, I didn't put any, I'm going to be stitching this anyway, so I'm not too concerned about the edges because I'm going to have another tag on top as well. But this is kind of what it's going to look like when it flips down, like so. I might do a little something here, I don't know yet, but I'm going to do one thing at a time. So this little guy is going to go on top like that. So my little fox is still in there because I really love him. So we're just gonna, I'm not gonna put a lot of glue, just a little bit, because I'm gonna be stitching. Now what I'm thinking of is sorry, my head probably just went in frame. If I want to, I'm gonna have to trim the edges here because it kind of not really straight. That's okay. If I want, like, you can push it all the way sort of like that, right? And then just kind of help it stay down. If I want a little topper up here, I'm probably going to add a little, I might go this way, not sure, or the other way. And then I'm going to put one of these, I think I'm going to put Best Wishes up here on top. I think I might do it right now so that when I stitch, I catch it. So I'm going to change, I think I'm going to change it to, oh, I've got fuzz everywhere, to this navy the other one out. Oops. But that's another little trick to do if you want your pieces to be stitched in. Do the sticking of them beforehand. Sorry if my arm is kind of in the middle, in the way. I'm just putting my thread in. Now the back of it is going to be red, which I'm okay with because there's the sweet little fox on the other side. So on inside here is going to be a red, so it's going to bring out my little fox. And I'm thinking I want something possibly like that, because I kind of like, I would like to have like a little pop of red. I think it would be great like that, but I think I want some. And the snowflake, I kind of want a little bit. On this little guy. It just gives it like a different dimension. And then my little, but you got to remember, if you do put like a tab or anything on the one side, you're going to see it on the other side, right? Okay, I think I want one on the corner. We're going to make sure we don't, we're going to clean up that corner anyways. Okay, alrighty, so now I will put, I think I'm going to put this one on this side, kind of like so it's sticking out a bit. I would like to ink it. Now what I'm contemplating, oops, fuzzies everywhere, is if I should put a little, now these are just some of Tracie Fox's labels. And I'm just going to sort of stamp just a little bit on there. See, just kind of wintry like. Now I know that I'm going to stitch this, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it gluing perfectly. I'm just going to kind of put it down like that. Now I know that the other side is going to show, right? So what I'm thinking of possibly doing is kind of doing something like that, maybe. Now I want, oh, I just, it's okay. I want a piece, now I'm just contemplating if I want it this side, but I know that I want a little kind of flaggy look. And I want it a little bit shorter, so I'm gonna go like that. Like, I don't know if that's even what it's called. Sorry, my hands are super like full of glue and the thread, as you can tell. So I kind of want it like that. See? Oh, that's good. I'm still in frame. So this is kind of, I'm going to clean off the edge again. Or not clean up, ink up. And my dauber, or whatever you want to call it, is, I need to change it. So I need a new one. So it's kind of falling apart. I have more, but as you can tell, I haven't done it. So I want it to be kind of like that. I'm thinking there's this way too, but I think I like this side better. So now what I'm thinking, I'm wondering if I should do this same. No, I think I like it. Or we could pop it out the side. No, I think I like it this way. So what I'm gonna do is glue that where I want it. And I think I'm going to put a little staple in it to mimic the little staple that's inside. So I'm gonna kind of put it in the middle like that. Right, and I think I want like a staple right here. Where's my stapler? About, and I know I want it kind of in the middle, so about there should. I'm hoping that that's where I want it. Maybe a little further up, maybe like that. Okay, so there we go. So I want this, but I don't want the staple to get stuck in my stitching. So I'm thinking I want this a little thinner. And yeah, a little. Just said I didn't want it to get caught in the staple, and what do? I put the staple right to the edge. I'll just make a shorter stitch, I guess, or take the staple out and put it closer. Oh, that's okay. Now these, you don't have to be changing up your stuff like this, but I just wanted, so we're just gonna kind of push it down so we don't see the, and another thing we can do is just ink it up a bit. It's okay, because we're gonna stitch over it. I just didn't want I still want the staple, I just don't want it that close. Okay, about like that. I think that's better. Okay, so then we're gonna, I think I'm gonna put them like that, but I'm gonna stitch this part. I'm gonna try to flatten these a little bit more. It doesn't pop up as much. Where did I put that? My little, like that. Just a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to glue this guy right here. Try not to lose the end of that. I think I'm going to ink it real quick. Okay. That's a lot of glue. So we're just going to go like that. And then now I'm going to cut this little end because for whatever reason it wasn't straight. I should have checked that before I put this tab. I'm just going to trim that a little bit. Goodness gracious. Well, we're going to attempt to. But as you can tell, it's like just from this edge. Try again this way. Yeah, I tried to ink it a little bit more, like kind of the other way. Of course, it won't let me. Oh, I think I got it. It's kind of silly, really. And then the edge of this one as well. So what I'm thinking now is if I should put a little bit of, like at the top of the tag. Now because I cut this, ink is not gonna be as inky. Okay, that's better. Okay, this side as well. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna have, I don't even mind that much. I'm just contemplating. This is from a tea bag. Can't remember the kind of stash. And I just thought that would be kind of cool. So just wondering if I wanted that far out, because you gotta remember, oh, it's black on the other side. Perfect. Better. So I think I'm gonna just put it like that. Now remember, when you're putting stuff down, that I'm gonna stitch, so I don't mind it going over top of that. If you do, or it can bring it a little lower. I don't mind the black coming out. So I'm just going to use this bits of glue that's kind of coming out of the top and put the lid on. It's a lot of glue. And I put it all the way to the edge, which is kind kind of silly because I wanted it to pop up like that. So this edge is going to be kind of gluey. Okay. Okay, now let's focus. Keep on track. Okay, so now I'm going to stitch around. So I want the blue to be on this one. Now, I'm probably going to start from the bottom and go around just because, oh, I have enough room. I wasn't sure if I'd have. Now I'm contemplating if I want a little fluff. A little fluff at the top. A little fluff. I think. No, I don't want that one. Maybe this one. A little bit of that. Like that. See what it looks like. It's just going to add another dimension. I think I want it a little bit shorter. I want it kind of this way. Okay, so I think this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I'm going to start here, I think, and I'm going to stitch all the way around in that dark navy color. So I'm going to start my topper with a little zigzag, I'm thinking. Find my... Hopefully I'm still in frame. And then I'm going to flip the little guy this way. And then we're going to go this way. Am I in frame? Nope. Sorry. I'm gonna bring it closer. Yeah, sorry about that. I try to move it a little bit without dropping it. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. So we're just gonna, sorry about that. I thought I was in frame. So I'm just gonna go all the way down to about here, you know, where there's the kind of whiter area. I'm gonna put a little zigzag there, just for fun. And then we're gonna straight stitch to the corner. Now this one, I'm just gonna take it easy, slowly. Just because there's a lot of layers there. I think I'm just going to keep it a straight stitch the whole way through this part. And then we're going to go around this way. And we're going to go and get this guy tucked back in. And finish with a little zigzag. Okay, so then I'm gonna cut this piece off, move this out of the way. I think we're done for the stitching, possibly. So there we go. This is what the stitching looks like around the little dragon. Now I'm gonna clean this up, this bits of stitching, of thread I mean, not stitching. Because I don't mind it going this way and that way. And then I'll show you, because it's that dark blue on this side, and this side it's red. But I'm going to ink up so the little dots are not so there's none of that little white bits. Now for a little foxy, we're just going to clean these little edges a bit. I think I'm going to... So there we go. So now I'm going to put the little Happy New Year, I think, over here. Yep. Now you can also do the same thing if you find that it's too long. I'm just debating if I should put it on this side. Or if I should put a different, because I got this one as well, that from another year, I believe, which we could use, but then the red will be popping out, which I don't mind really, but I think I like the other one better. Just because the 2023 is on this side, so I'm thinking, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna glue it, clean up the edges. I'm just contemplating if I should do like this little, no, I'm gonna keep it the way that it is. And for this purpose, paper on paper, oh goodness, I got a glob. Happy New Year. Right on my think. So we know that this is where the bottom is, right? So I'm gonna bring her up a bit. Try to keep her straight. Okay, so now what I want to do, give it some more kind of like texture. I'm going to fix, just put a little bit of glue on the edges of this. You just got to get to right to the edge so they kind of clean up the edge of this guy. There we go. Now I'm gonna use I think I want another snowflake here, and I'm gonna use my white gel pen. Over here and maybe there. I just feel like it needs a little bit more. And then we're going to use my gel pen, which is a Uniball, like that. And I'm gonna add a little bit of white on the snowflakes, like the little brown snowflakes I've marked. So I'm just gonna go in the middle and put a little, it's not a lot, but it's just a little subtle of white. So it kind of makes it almost like pop up. Now you do need to let these dry properly, but it dries pretty quick. So the middle, and then like every little kind of where the little lines meet in the middle. And then do this one. You don't have to do them all. It just gives it a little something special. And of course, I got glue all over this. So I'm just going to turn it so I don't end up with my hand in the pen, and do this side. Just little dots is what I'm doing, and I'll show you a little closer in a minute once I've done this side. I feel like I need one here. I don't know why, but it feels like it's missing something there. Just like, and that, oh, I forgot to clean off that one edge. And there we go. And then I'm gonna go and do this side where the little fox is. It kind of almost, oh, I did all the way inside to that one. That's okay, we'll do 3 for this one. It's a special one by the Foxy, the little fox. trying not to put my hand in it. And then it just like adds almost like snow to your, make it pop a bit. And there's one here. There we go. So I'm gonna bring it up so you can kind of see what I'm, oh geez. So you can kind of see what I did with the little snowflake. I don't know if you can tell. It just brings a little, I don't know, a little magic to it. And I'll probably add more to this little one. And I'm going to, and then I think it's dry enough. It's gonna flop and close like that. And then I'm going to probably add a little bit more to these two. I might add another snowflake. I'm not sure yet, but there you go. There's my tag for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in 2023. I don't know if I said that right. Have a great day. Take care.